It's a very conservative kind of business. And in our cemeteries, we've always used products that are either bronze or stone. We know that the public wants very individual, personal, specific things, yet we persist in trying to do a cookie cutter, if you will, type of approach to things. A loss is a loss, whether it was a century ago or whether it's today. The loss is still a very painful thing. How we commemorate and remember, I think, that person, that loss, has changed.
My daughter Brianna was born and raised here on Vashon, grew up here, went to school, graduated Vashon High School, and before she could walk, she developed a passion for horses. Was in the pony club here on the island, taught. It was a riding accident at her stables. She was in her covered arena and with a trainer on the ground. And they were having difficulty with the horse, and the horse reared, and they both rolled over accident. So in the end, I'm not sure how, I just kind of followed my heart, and there were certain things I knew I wanted to do to help prepare my daughter's body that had housed her spirit so beautifully for so many years. She was 23 when we lost her. And there were certain things that I knew were important to go with her. I created a medicine bag for her, and friends, family, everybody had their part of, going through the whole process. And then she was laid here, on a beautiful September afternoon. And for quite some time, we didn't have a marker or anything for her. And when I started to come out of shock and go through the levels of my grief and the processes of it, it really began to bother me. I wanted something there. Brianna was so giving. How she chose to live her life, always wanting to be that person to give. When she would walk in her room, she would literally light it up. She was light and she was energy. And her monument definitely speaks to that. And it changes so much at all the different times of day. The etching we put on the front, her and her best last horse, Atticus Finch, who I happened to get a snapshot of her and he, forehead to forehead, which we etched onto the front of her glass. And it's just, you move with the light in different times of day, and it moves. It's alive. It's not just really solid and still. So when you're looking for a child, especially when you lose a child, you look for ways to keep that energy alive.
One of the most satisfying things to hear are how families will write me or call me or send me an email and say that they're so excited about what I've done, or they're so excited about the presence of this memorial in the cemetery, and they'll say, I can drive down the street and not even enter the cemetery and see my son's or my daughter's memorial because it glows, or I will go up to my daughter or husband's or wife's memorial and there'll be fingerprints all over it because people want to touch it. And I think that's it's just a testament that I'm on the right track, that you can make someone smile about something that was really kind of tragic and terrible. So I don't know, I find it very satisfying.